Hi, I'm AJ Marks.
And I'm Megan Solaginto.
And this is American Idiots Abroad.
Again, you're listening to American Idiots Abroad. We will be breaking down the differences and similarities between the US and the UK, some misconceptions that we've come across from our time here, and generally just what we've learned since we both came to study here.
So I'm from Boston.
And I'm from Silicon Valley, California.
And we've both been studying here. I've been studying here for 3 years.
Yeah, I started studying here in 2014, finished in 2017, went away for a little bit, and then now I'm here for a master's. Right, so today we'll be talking about same old words, different meaning. And basically what that is exactly what it sounds like. We both use the same exact words in the UK and the US, but they mean totally different things.
Yes.
Or like slightly adjacent to it.
Yeah.
But usually pretty different.
Yeah. Should we drop the first word?
Yeah.
Which gets me into a lot of trouble.
Uh-huh. What is it?
Pants.
Oh my god.
So when you say pants in the US, it means...
A number of things.
It does, but usually it means, like, Americans will know, shout out to Americans, Americans will know what pants are.
Yeah.
British people, if you're listening, you don't understand what Americans call pants. They're trousers.
Although, what's confusing is some British people say pants
I know.
for trousers, and then some British people say pants for underwear, and you don't know where you stand.
Yes, but most people say pants for underwear. So I always, it's so terrible because I'll be wearing sweatpants and people were like, oh, do you want to go out clubbing? And I'm like, yeah, I'll just change my pants. And then people just think it's really weird.
Yeah,
because they'll be like, why are you changing your underwear?
Yeah.
Like, why is that the first thing you think of?
Okay, so the next word is decent.
Decent.
Decent is like it's kind of like cool.
Well, what country are we talking about right now? UK. Yeah. Oh, if I say something's decent, I mean it's good.
Yeah,
like
it's good.
in the UK, like if they're saying decent, that's great. They're like, I got a really decent sale on these pants. And they're like saying like it was awesome. Whereas if we say decent, we're like, it was decent. Anyway, so the next.
We'll
so we got through decent. We got the next one is quite.
What?
This is another. What? You don't know? Quite is like the opposite of decent.
What?
So in England they say, oh yeah, it was quite good. Like kind of that was okay. But then in America we're like, oh, that was quite good.
It's more like a surprise.
Yeah. Like it was quite good. Yeah.
If you go to a restaurant and you're surprised, it was surprisingly good. You're like, it's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, they're like, oh yeah, it was quite good.
Quite all right.
Yeah, quite all right.
Quite all right is more of the combination.
Yeah. Anyway, oh gosh, this next one.
Oh, this one. Yeah. Okay, you go.
You all right? How would you answer this if a British person came up to you and said, you all right?
Okay, so when I first started studying here, I would answer this question literally the way that me as an American like heard it. So people would be like, oh, you all right? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm a bit tired today, like stayed up late doing whatever. Like just I would tell them
I answered it differently. If people came up to me and were like, you all right? I'd be like, yeah, why do I not look all right?
Yeah, things like
I'm like,
that.
do I look sick?
It's like,
sorry, I have to translate. I don't know whether to say ill or sick because that's a different one.
No, but you're like,
it's different.
Do I come across like I'm sad today? Like what's going on? But so I would just be like, yeah, I'm fine. Just just a bit tired because I thought they were saying like, oh, are you okay? So I would like kind of explain it away like, oh, I'm just tired. Whatever.
Yeah, it's because I only got like 5 hours of sleep last night. Yeah, whatever.
But they would look at you like you're fucking crazy. They'd be like, why?
No. So when British people say you are right, they mean, what's up?
Yeah, they mean
like,
sup.
Yeah, but like not the sup, the rhetorical sup.
Yeah.
Like you're not supposed to respond
where you say to someone, what's up? And then they say to you, what's up? And then there's no more conversation.
I know.
Or they could just say, all right.
Yeah.
Or just, y'all right? It's kind of like quite quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nothing
Quite
like
quick.
y'all. So relating to the last one, because you kind of heard me stumble whether I was going to say sick or ill, these words mean something different here as well. So if you say sick, you're talking about vomit, like literal throwing up. Like if you're saying someone is sick, if you're did you not know this?
Oh, no, I knew this.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was like, where are you going with this?
No, if you say someone's sick, it means that they're throwing up, not that they're not feeling well.
Yeah, if you say like, oh, she's been sick.
Yeah.
That means like, or she threw up.
Or if
Yeah.
you say there's sick in the sink, like a noun,
Yeah.
that means there's vomit in the sink.
Vom.
Vom.
Chunder.
Oh, they say vom too. Yeah.
Chunder.
Chunder. What's
Yeah,
that?
that's like a more southern thing. So like
Really?
Chunder.
Ew,
Yeah, no.
that's gross.
It's horrible. It sounds horrible.
Chundering?
Chunder. Yeah.
No, thank you. Thank you. Next.
Shout out Ariana Grande.
Shout out Ariana Grande.
Anyway, so you're absolutely right. Whereas in the U.S.,
Yeah.
but you
and
can
then they say
here.
ill if you're feeling under the weather. They say, "Oh, are you ill?" When I say I'm sick to someone, they automatically assume that I'm throwing up, and I've realized this
I've never
after
realized
the
this.
fact.
Oops.
After the fact that I say I'm sick when I send in like an absence email, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm sick." I meant that I can't get out of bed, like I'm not feeling well, but they think that I'm throwing up. Not that it really matters, but like it's.
Oh.
Yeah, so just know. And also, it sucks when...
I completed my bachelor's degree not knowing this, and I've definitely emailed in sick before, and no one said anything. So the next word
is...
pissed. Yes, this one got me confused for a while. So pissed in the UK means that you're drunk.
Yes.
You're like really drunk.
Oh, he's fucking pissed.
Yeah, he's pissed. So
Yeah. Oh, mate, he's...
wasted.
pissed.
Basically,
yeah.
is the
You
equivalent.
can say pretty much... Like, I found this one meme that
Smashed.
was... Yeah, this one meme that was hilarious where it was like...
You can say any word.
any noun
Yeah.
and add ED, and
Yeah.
it means drunk in the UK.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
so true, though.
He's horsed. He's totally fucking clocked.
Yeah.
He's...
whatever.
He's banged, mate. I don't know. Anything.
Any
Anything.
noun. Send us your nouns.
Yes, send us your nouns. aiahosts@gmail.com.
We will make them into British.
Send us your nouns, and we will make them into British drunk slang for the
Yes.
next episode.
Yes.
Or we'll do a little mini episode about it.
Yeah. But in the US, obviously, pissed means you're angry.
It's really stems from pissed off, like I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
And so that means the same thing here.
Yeah, you can say I'm pissed off here, and people will be like, oh, they're angry. But then when you just say I'm pissed, that means I'm drunk.
Yeah. So in the States, you can say pissed off and you can say pissed, and they mean the same thing. Whereas in the UK, you say pissed and it means drunk, and you say pissed off and it means angry. But they don't even say pissed off that much. They just say I'm fuming.
Yeah.
Steaming.
Steaming does not mean like you're drunk as well, though?
It could.
Yeah.
Everything means you're drunk
Yeah,
here.
everything's, yeah.
It's all context.
It's all context.
All context.
That's the
Basically,
thing.
if you are slurring your words when you're saying I'm something, it means that you're drunk. Even if it's the middle of the day. Because England. I love it. Our next one is pudding.
Oh, I don't like this one.
I don't like this one either.
Right. As you Americans who are listening know, pudding is that little chocolate or vanilla goodness that you get in those little individual packages or little cups that you get when you're a little kid. They're sweet. What do they call it here? They don't even have it here, do they? It's like mousse here, but not.
They call it something.
It's like
I don't know.
yogurt mousse. But in this country, it's like a steamed dessert that you bake. So like a sticky toffee pudding is...
No, I think, but they call dessert pudding. Any dessert, like if you go out for ice cream afterwards, which you wouldn't because it's England and the ice cream here is shite, you would call it pudding, like going out for pudding.
Would you? I've never heard that.
Yeah. You go for tea and then for pudding.
But pudding is a specific, like, type of dessert. Like sticky toffee pudding.
It could
like,
be both.
There's what's it called? Spotted dick. Isn't that a pudding? The next one is cheers.
Cheers. This is one that I get made fun a lot of when I'm in the US. Because when I'm in the US and I say cheers, people really don't like it. Because that's like one of the stereotypical ones. And then all my American friends are like, AJ, you're so pretentious. And I'm like, no, I am not. I'm just shifting back from British mode. It takes me a day. Bear with me. But cheers means, in the States, it means like cheers, like clinking glasses. And you can do that.
You do that here as well.
Yeah, you do that here as well. You also say it when you say thanks. Like, you're like, oh, cheers, you know?
Yeah. This is the one that everyone knows. But the thing is that Americans, like, sometimes
they still use it wrong.
Yeah, sometimes we don't understand exactly what it means. So I was once on a British Airways flight, and the guy sitting next to me was super lovely, and he was just talking to all of the stewards and stuff, and he was mentioning like the English accents or something, and he was like, oh yeah, someone the other day like accidentally ran into me and they said, oh, cheers, and walked away, and I was like, oh, I love the accent, like, oh, it's so nice, like it must have been like apologizing to me or something. And in my head I was like, I feel like that must have been like a sassy guy. They ran into each other, and he was like, oh, cheers, and then walked away.
And then the guy is like, I love the accent.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, bless you.
Oh, that's another thing British people say here, and we will get to this in a different episode as well. Bless you, or bless them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, bless them.
Yeah.
And
it can either be patronizing or it could be like genuine.
Yeah. It's mostly genuine.
It's mostly genuine.
Yeah, mostly genuine.
I found, unless we've really read into it wrong, like that guy.
I really hope so. I use it genuinely.
But I cheers isn't something that I've really picked up on. Like, I say it every once in a while, but it's not something that's a part of my everyday language. Just because I feel like it sounds wrong with such a hard R in my accent. Like, there are a couple words that I don't
cheers,
like saying. Like,
even though British people make fun of it because like cheers.
Yeah.
But I hate saying like cheers. Like, that sounds
or chairs. It sounds almost like chairs. My like old shout out to all the international students everywhere. Like my international group of friends in my first year of my BA, we would just send pictures of chairs as like thank you. like when we like message things and we like give information, we would just send like a Google image of a chair.
I love it.
But it didn't last for long, obviously, because that's fucking effort. But like,
I feel like it's worth it for the
bands.
For the bands.
Yeah.
That's another thing we'll explain
we'll get
later. So yeah, that's what cheers. That sums up cheers. Basically, if you're American, you're probably using it wrong,
or you're using it correctly,
but not all the time.
And a British person might take the piss out of you.
Yeah, they will for sure take the piss.
Yeah.
The next word is diary. This one is hilarious to me. This one's hilarious.
Yeah.
You explain what diary means in American.
Okay. To Americans, as we all know, a diary is like a personal journal. But where you write down your thoughts of the day and your feelings and your hopes and your dreams and your sad times and your good times.
It is most associated with...
It's most associated with children, particularly young, like middle schoolers or like elementary students, particularly girls.
And then diary in the UK just means a calendar.
Yeah. So when people say like, oh, let me just write in my diary.
It's hilarious.
Why?
Because I'm like, we have a sound check at 7 p.m. and they're like, oh, let me just write that in my diary. And I'm like, that's hilarious. Why would you need to write about a sound check
Dear
time?
diary.
Dear diary. We have sound check at 7 o'clock. Please remind me. Next one is one of my faves. They say it all the time
What
here.
is that?
Sorted.
Right, I love this one.
It's my fave. It's my fave on the list, probably.
We definitely say it all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Oh, sorted.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you just have to say the word as a full sentence, which you cannot do in the States.
Sorted in the States, which is something that Americans never say, is like organized.
I sorted it between...
I sorted my calendar.
Yeah. Sorted here means like, oh, it's done, or it's fixed, or it's taken care of. or
It means it's an umbrella term.
it's an umbrella term. It
like-
means everything in the world.
Just like either I'm gonna get this done.
Yeah.
It is done.
Let's use an example.
For example, if you texted one of your friends and you said, "Hey, I'm having trouble getting hold of your housemate. Could you knock on their door and let them know that I'm trying to get a hold of them?" Mm-hmm. And what would you say?
I would knock on the door. Mm-hmm. I would be like, yo, text this person back. Mm-hmm. And then I would text you, sorted, with a little X.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but sorted's a great one because it could also mean that he could also text it before he's even done it. Like,
which I would do.
Yeah, where it would be like, sorted, like I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
Or sorted means like I've just done it.
Yeah.
Either like I'm going to do it right now or I've just done it.
Or, I need to sort this out. People say sort this out a lot.
Yeah.
They're like, I need to sort it.
Or like sort out your life.
Yeah.
Like as like an insult.
Or either that or just sort it.
Yeah, just sort it. Or like they look at like your outfit.
Or you could be like, oh, my life is such a mess. I need to get it sorted.
Yeah, I need to sort my life out.
Yeah, sort my life out.
I definitely
Basically, you can use sorted in any context.
I forgot that Americans don't say that.
Yeah, it's so weird. Next one is fancy.
Oh.
What do you think of the word fancy as an American?
Okay, as an American, we would say fancy means like, you'd be like, ooh, you're so fancy. Like if you got like a nice new
or
car
like a fancy car, or a fancy job.
It's like high class, high quality, high luxury, etc., etc.
In the UK, they say fancy, but there's another thing. There's a twist.
There's a couple.
But there's a twist.
Yes.
So fancy, if you fancy something, it means you want to do it. Mm-hmm. Or if you fancy someone, it means that you have a crush on them.
You want to do them.
So if you say fancy as like a British person, just go through the most obvious one first. It means like you have a crush on someone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then what other ways?
Also, the thing that really threw me off is fancy dress. I did not know what that meant. So during like Freshers Week in my first year, they're like, "Oh, it's a fancy dress party," and that means a costume party. It doesn't mean you wear high quality clothing.
Fancy dress. Yes.
It means that there's a theme. And you should go in that theme, whatever it is.
And if the theme is superheroes and you show up in a fancy dress,
you're fucked.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you're proper Lindsay Lohan and Mean Girls moment.
Yes, exactly,
yeah.
exactly. But reverse.
Okay, so fancy dress.
Yes.
Costume party.
Fancying doing something. So if you're like, and this is not a person that I'm talking about, like,
do you fancy a movie? But they would never say movie.
They would say film.
Yeah.
Or do you fancy some cinema?
Yeah. Do you fancy a kebab? Yeah. It's like either like a tactile thing or like an action. Yeah. So like, do you fancy going to blah? Yeah. Do you fancy eating blah or like doing this activity?
But Americans, please do not use like, I fancy this pen. No.
Oh, right. Do people say that?
No, but I don't want people to get confused.
All right. Well, don't scold Americans for things that we're not.
I will scold Americans. I love doing it. I love having the power.
Oh my God, you dickhead.
Dickhead, another British term.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Ow, ow, ow. I have an air horn, but it is bad.
It's horrible.
It's so atrocious. Wait, I'm gonna play it.
Don't.
It is called Air Horn. It is an app. You should not download it.
Why? Why?
Because sometimes it pops up with an ad when you're using the app, and I just want to use this air.
Why did you get it?
I just popped up with an ad right now. I didn't even get to press it. The App Store.
No, but why did you get it?
Because I needed an air horn. Wait, hold on. It's loading. No, the ad is still going. There's no way to X out. Oh, I see it in the corner. Oh, here we go.
Okay. It doesn't even go down in pitch. It just stops.
It doesn't.
It's not even good.
It's so terrible. It's a terrible air horn app. Please do not App Store search air horn app. It won't work.
Don't put that in because we need sponsors. So
sponsor us, please. Air horn app. So the next one is shirt. This is our final one of the episode. We've made it.
Okay, in a British way, a shirt is specifically a button-up shirt. So it's a shirt with a collar and with front buttons, and that's it.
Yes.
It does not mean a t-shirt or any general
It is
type.
not short for t-shirt where it is in the States. If you're in the States...
And you say, wear a shirt.
It means physically wear something on the top half of your body.
Yes. If you're in this country and they say, wear a shirt.
They mean wear a button-up shirt.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I still say button up.
I say button down. That's weird.
Button down.
Button down shirt, yeah.
I say button up.
American listeners, let us know if this is an East Coast, West Coast thing.
Right.
AIAhost@gmail.com. All right, and so that's all the time we have for this episode of American Idiots Abroad.
Yes. Keep your eyes open for some new episodes coming out. We will let you know, and the way that you can find out is by following AJ and I on our social media. Find us on all the social platforms. So my artist name is Grey Areas, Grey.
The
Areas.
British way.
Yeah, because we're
Wait,
here.
where's the air horn?
Oh, no air horn. No more air horn.
Air horn for Brits.
No more. So Grey Areas Music. That is for Twitter and Instagram, Grey Areas Music, yep. And for Facebook, it's Grey Areas Official, because somebody took Grey Areas Music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
But they haven't used it in like years.
Okay.
So it's just there.
Well, they should give it up. You deserve to have it.
I messaged them and it's just not.
You deserve to have it.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Anyway, so my socials are at AJ Marks Official on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and SoundCloud as well. But I just took something down because I'm prepping for a new release.
So I just made public. Yes, I just made public one of my songs called Self-Destructing. You can find it on my SoundCloud.
It's dope.
Thank you. Also, my song Dear God is out, and it just won the War Child competition.
Yes.
And I just performed at Hard Rock Cafe in London. And I just want to say, please go check out War Child because they're doing some amazing things. And yeah.
Should we go out on Dear God then?
No, Self-Destructing.
Let's go out on Self-Destructing.
Yeah, we'll go on Self-Destructing.
Let's go out on
So
Self-Destructing.
you'll get a little sample.
Yes, and then you have to go on Megan's page to find the rest. Okay.
And message me and let me know what you think.
So let's go out on Grey Area's new song, Self-Destructing. Here it is.
I love my crimes, so I'll stay up at night, contemplate my lack of spine. I was mistaken to even play a part. A shot of absence gave me a change of heart. Take another hit, let that feeling heal the scars. I could have loved you, but we were broken from the